Have you ever pondered on the mystery of the mammoth's disappearance? Mammoths, those mighty shaggy beasts of the Ice Age, no longer walk our Earth. Their absence leaves behind a puzzle that has intrigued the curious minds of scientists, historians, and enthusiasts alike. What exactly led to the disappearance of these magnificent creatures? Today, we're going to explore the prevailing theories surrounding this ancient mystery. The mammoths, relatives of today's elephants, dominated the icy expanses of the northern hemisphere for millions of years. With their long, curved tusks and woolly coats, they were perfectly adapted to their harsh, frigid environments. However, around 4,000 years ago, their reign came to an abrupt end. They vanished from the face of the earth, leaving only their fossilized remains as clues to their existence. The first theory we'll explore is that of climate change. As the earth transitioned out of the Ice Age, the mammoths' chilly habitats began to warm up. The vast open grasslands they once roamed turned into dense forests, a landscape not suitable for these large grazers. Did this drastic shift in their environment lead to their demise? Next, we consider the theory of diseases. Could an unknown illness have swept through the mammoth populations, decimating their numbers? While there's little direct evidence to support this theory, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Finally, we turn our attention to the human factor. As our ancestors migrated across the globe, they came into contact with these towering beasts. Armed with spears and an insatiable hunger, could early humans have hunted the mammoths to extinction? The overhunting theory is certainly a contentious one, stirring up heated debates among researchers. Each of these theories offers a piece of the puzzle, but the complete picture still eludes us. The extinction of the mammoths is a complex mystery, one that continues to captivate us even today. Now let us delve into the world of these ancient creatures. Mammoths, the majestic creatures that once roamed our planet. These magnificent beasts, akin to the elephants we know today, were truly a sight to behold. Towering over modern elephants, adult mammoths could reach heights of up to 14 feet, with their long, curved tusks, often extending a further 16 feet. These tusks, while daunting, were crucial tools for survival, used for digging through snow to reach vegetation during the harsh winters. The bodies of mammoths were a testament to nature's ingenuity, their thick, shaggy coats, sometimes reaching 3 feet in length, along with a dense undercoat of wool, provided much-needed insulation against the biting cold. An additional layer of fat up to 4 inches thick further helped to retain heat. Mammoths were not confined to a single region but were spread across the globe. From the icy expanses of North America and Europe to the grassy plains of Asia, these creatures adapted to a variety of environments. Yet, despite their diverse habitats, they shared a common lifestyle. Like modern elephants, mammoths were social creatures, living in matriarchal herds led by the oldest and largest female. Their diet mainly consisted of grasses, shrubs, and trees. The mammoth's large, flat teeth were perfect for grinding vegetation, while their long, flexible trunk helped them gather food and water, just like today's elephants. But mammoths were not mere carbon copies of their modern counterparts. They were uniquely adapted to their harsh environments. For instance, their long, curved tusks were not just tools but also weapons, used in fights for dominance or to fend off predators. Their hump, thought to be a fat reserve, was another adaptation to their frigid habitats, providing a source of energy during lean times. Indeed, mammoths were extraordinary creatures, but what led to their downfall? Let's explore. One theory suggests that the mammoth's extinction was due to drastic changes in climate. Let's delve into this. Picture the world during the last ice age. It's a frigid, snowy landscape, a world covered in glaciers. This was the realm of the mammoth. With their long, shaggy hair and their stout bodies, mammoths were built to withstand the cold. They roamed across the icy tundra, munching on the hardy plants that managed to push through the frosty soil. But then, something happened. The ice age ended. The world began to warm, glaciers retreated, and the vast icy plains that the mammoths called home began to shrink. The hardy tundra plants, which thrived in the cold, gave way to forests and grasslands. This was a world for which the mammoths were not built. They were creatures of the cold, and the warmth of the new world was alien to them. Moreover, the change in vegetation would have hit the mammoths hard. These giants were herbivores, depending on plants for their sustenance. As the tundra plants disappeared, replaced by those of a warmer climate, the mammoths lost their primary food source. They were left hungry in a world that was becoming increasingly inhospitable. Their habitats began to fragment, breaking up into smaller and smaller patches. Isolated from each other, the mammoth populations would have dwindled. Each small group, struggling to survive in its own fragment of habitat, would have found it harder and harder to find enough food and to find mates. Over time, these small, isolated populations would have slowly died out. This is the climate change theory of the mammoth's extinction. It's a story of a world changing too fast for its inhabitants to keep up. It's a tale of habitats lost, of food sources disappearing, of populations becoming isolated and slowly fading away. But could climate change alone have caused the mammoth's extinction? Let's consider another theory. Another theory proposes that the mammoths were hunted to extinction by early humans. This is the overhunting theory, and it's an intriguing one because it implicates us, the human species, as a major factor in the mammoth's ultimate fate. According to this theory, early humans were a new kind of predator, one that the mammoths could not have anticipated or evolved to handle. Our ancestors were not just hunting for food. Mammoths were a valuable resource. Their meat could feed a tribe for weeks, their fur could be used for warmth, and their tusks were used for making tools, weapons, and art. Every part of the mammoth was used, nothing was wasted. The hunt was not just about survival, it was a cultural event, a rite of passage, and a display of bravery. But could our ancestors really have hunted the mammoths to extinction? It's a question that has sparked much debate among scientists and historians. Some argue that early human populations were too small to have such a massive impact. Others counter that even a small group of humans, hunting over generations, could have gradually depleted the mammoth populations. One piece of evidence supporting the overhunting theory is the correlation between the arrival of humans in various parts of the world and the subsequent disappearance of the mammoths. Wherever humans appeared, mammoths seemed to vanish. This pattern has been observed in many different regions, suggesting a strong link between human hunting and mammoth extinction. However, it's important to remember that correlation does not necessarily mean causation. Just because two events happened at the same time doesn't mean one caused the other. It's also possible that other factors, such as climate change or disease, could have been at play, weakening the mammoths and making them easier prey for humans. Yet, some scientists argue that neither climate change nor overhunting alone could have caused the mammoth's extinction. What then could have led to their disappearance? This question continues to inspire research and debate, reminding us that the past is a puzzle that we're still trying to piece together. A third theory suggests that the mammoths were wiped out by a disease. This is a hypothesis that can't be entirely dismissed. Imagine a prehistoric pandemic, a virulent strain of infection that could have decimated the mammoth population. Just like today's elephants, mammoths lived in close-knit herds. This social structure, while a strength, could also have been a fatal weakness. A contagious disease transmitted from one mammoth to another could have spread like wildfire, wiping out entire herds. This theory is supported by the discovery of mammoth bones showing signs of disease. But the evidence is not conclusive. Diseases leave little trace in the fossil record, and there's no way to be certain if a disease was widespread enough to cause extinction. So, did a prehistoric pandemic play a role in the mammoth's downfall? The answer is not clear-cut. However, the exact cause of the mammoth's extinction remains a mystery. While the exact cause of the mammoth's extinction is still unknown, the theories provide us with fascinating insights into their life and demise. The majestic mammoths, akin to modern elephants in their eating habits, were truly remarkable creatures, roaming the earth in their glory, shaping the environment around them. The climate change theory suggests that drastic changes in temperature and vegetation could have led to their downfall. Coupled with the overhunting theory, it paints a grim picture of early humans hunting these magnificent beasts to the brink of extinction. The disease theory, although less popular, adds another layer to the mystery, proposing that unknown illnesses might have played a significant role in their disappearance. As we delve into these theories, we're reminded of the complex interplay of factors that contribute to the survival or extinction of a species. Whatever the cause, the disappearance of the mammoths is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life on Earth.